Hey you guys, so today, because it's nearly Halloween, or maybe it is Halloween, I thought I would show off the Michael Myers collection. I will say I do have this one, which is, this is from the Night He Came Home set. So this is supposed to be from the first film. And I will say he's not stood with the others because he's a pain in the ass and he won't stand up. He usually is stood with the base of the, with this diorama. So that keeps him up, and I've never really noticed his legs are locked completely, so he's just a brick. His arms move, but most of him is just a brick. So that is all that's ever kept him stood up, the fact that he's got a pin in his foot. So I've been trying for 10 minutes to get him a stand pride of place, and he won't. So you have failed me, sir. You have failed me miserably. So go stand somewhere else. Right, now you may be saying, I'm going to take some of these out as I'm doing it so we can get to them. That is one day going to be my Halloween 1 Michael Myers. It's the Ben Tramer version. They haven't made yet a decent, they haven't properly made. NECA, come on, you haven't made a Michael Myers from the first film. We've got 2, maybe 3 from the second film, but not anything from the original classic. So I am making the Ben Tramer. Somebody did tell me to melt the hair off this and the hair off that and swap them over, which I may do at some point. I am thinking more that hair would look better though. That always, I don't know, the wisps on the side always looked a bit dubious to me, but I think at some point I'm probably going to just give that a slightly darker wash, just to bring some of the detail out and paint out the fact that he's got like a little hole where his mouth is. If you can see that. But yeah, I do want an original like him, Michael Myers, NECA. So please hurry up and give us one of those. Right, I'm going to lay some of these down because I know that they can be a little bit pedantic and a little tricky. Obviously this is the one from part 2. This one came with the Dr. Loomis set, so yeah. I maybe should have put him with the blood-stained face on. Obviously the mask had been under somebody's bed, you know who, for a very long time, and so it had kind of started to a little bit. But this one to me is the most Shatnerish. Try saying that fast 3 times with your teeth in. The most William Shatner looking. I always worry about saying his second name because I'm going to say it and say the wrong word one day. But yeah. Facially, it's a good representation. It's just not my favourite. It's not my favourite Michael. Yeah. Now we have, from NECA, we have the 2018. I do like the mask. I do like this film. I enjoyed the first one. I'll give you my opinion on the second ones in a moment. But yeah, I do like this figure. And then they paint these, like most of these, they painted his eyes in black, which is good. I am, which you might have seen it by now, I'm doing a bust of him, just like the face, sort of front part. And I'm trying to figure out what colour his eyes are. And I think they're blue. But they're the darkest eyes, the blackest eyes. I shot him 6 times. You can't see me in the minute, but go watch my other videos. People have said I look like Dr. Loomis. So I can't really show you me now because I had a bit of a shave the other day. So the beard's gone. Anyway, that is from, and this is from Halloween Kills. Oh, I left Chris Nelson's head over there. I was going to bring the police officer's head over because that's Chris Nelson who designed the mask, and Christopher Nelson, because I've noticed people call him Christopher, not Chris. Christopher Nelson is a legend in, even if the film ain't great, he does some great makeup. I mean, come on, he did Suicide Squad. Enough said. When you look at his resume, he's done some great work on some iffier films. And of course he's in Kill Bill. Yeah. That's one of those useless facts I tell when anybody ever mentions Kill Bill. I go, did you know? it does have the mask with it, which is obviously a reference to Halloween 2. I do like this figure. I will say Halloween Ends is not, it's not great. It isn't great. I sat and watched it. I've watched it again from a different point of view, and I think if they'd have set up the, if they'd have written it as a proper trilogy and started at the beginning and worked through it. I mean, they didn't do that with these films, did they really? You know what I mean? They screw up. But if they'd have introduced, I don't want to spoil things, if they'd have introduced certain characters earlier in the trilogy and let that character grow through it, it would have been a more interesting character rather than just dumping him boom in the end film and going, there you go. So anyway, now we have the Trick or Treat Studios. I will say I do like these, but I always feel like the boiler suits could be better. I was looking at getting the additional, move this a little bit, there we go, the additional sort of pack with him with the, it's got some of the hands and things like that, but my only problem with those is that it's 80 quid, and at the minute, I will be honest, times are freaking hard. I probably shouldn't have done that like that, but anyway. And I just couldn't warrant £80 for a blanket. And then somebody beat me to the review, and I watched the review and I was like, I don't need to buy that anymore because it's not very good. It just didn't look right. The hands look great. The boiler suit looked better. But the sheet idea just looked and for 80 quid, I couldn't really warrant it. I'll move that knife around now, and I'm worried that I'm never going to get out of there again because that is a really tight thing, and that is a very, very small. I'm trying to change the way I'm displaying a lot of my figures because they've all been stood kind of like these guys in, you know, uniform. So I am going through everything at the minute, trying to make everything a little bit more like action-packed. Michael isn't the most of action-packed, but then he can be. So I'm trying to sort of just, you know, silly little things like standing him like that. But then I like the knife going the other way. Yeah, that knife's probably never going to come out there ever again. Oh no, it is. There we go. I don't know. I always think of Michael as being more of a... Michael is more of a knife up. Jason is more of a knife down. Does that make sense? Michael is a knife. Jason is more of a machete. But yeah, I'm gonna work on posing these on the, and then maybe do a little flyby video. Yeah. Right. So that is part 1. This is part 3, 4. I do kind of like it, but it is very. These ones are really Marmite for a lot of people. You either really, really like them or you really, really hate them. I kind of like it. It's novel. It's just got a really questioning look, like, what? My name is what? He's just asked a really difficult question, or he's worrying about a fart. I'm not sure which one. But yeah. He does have the burned hands by now, because obviously Halloween 2, he ends up on fire. So that is 3, 4. This one must be 5. I get really worried about getting the numbers right because I've got to go by the one without Michael, who's part 3. So that must be 4, 5. Yeah. I'm dyslexic. My numerical skills are crap. I really do like this one though. And I think Trick or Treat Studios did such a great job. And I've been looking at the new ones that they've got coming soon, and these were reasonably expensive. The next ones have got mega expensive. So I'm having to be a little bit pickier. So maybe when they turn up, because as per usual, they're not out. Well, over here anyway, they're not out for Halloween. They're out for November. They're out for Christmas. Okay. But yeah, I really like the one from Resurrection, and that is the one that I'm kind of most leaning towards. And I don't know why, but I've always liked. I'm looking for my... I've got it on DVD. The Halloween films are really hard to find on Blu-ray over here in the UK. And I'm looking for my DVD of it, which I had it a couple of months ago. And now I can't find it. Anyway, that's a different story. If anybody knows where it is, please tell me. I'd be worried if you know where it is, because you don't live here. This is actually, of all of the Trick or Treat Studios, this is my favourite. I just really, really like this one. The paintwork on the face is fantastic. The way the eyes are set back. They're set back just far enough that you can see that they're there, but you can't really see them. And I like that. The first one, that suffers a little bit. These suffer from the fact that they painted them out black, and you can see that they're painted out black. They should have just made them holes, maybe, or just set that back a little bit, so it wasn't quite as obvious that they've just blacked the eyes out, so they looked like there was a mask in there. But this one is definitely, of these, my favourite. The boiler suit fits better. He is a little shorter, I will give him that. But it just standing him like that, he looks more badass than the others. Even though he's short. But yeah, I do like this one. I don't know if I'll be getting the... I may get the kills. I probably wouldn't bother with the ends at the price that they're at for these. Like I say, I'm going to have to be a little more selective with my choices these days. It is a sad thing of the times that, you know, action figures are not the most important thing in the world. I need to eat. We also need to have the lights on and the heating on and stuff like that. And it's, you know, it's a shame that the world has to be like it is. But we are going to continue with the channel, so don't worry. I'm just going to have to be far more selective with what I buy, and the pricing of it. That is the really big thing, because I am working on a video about NECA. Not NECA. NECA are fantastic with their prices are pretty good. When you look at the quality of these are figures that, I mean, okay, they've probably reused the boiler suit. Like the legs maybe are reused between those two, but that's a different boiler suit because that's got burn marks on it. That's a different face. They could be the same. That could be the. You know what I mean? They reuse little bits. I mean, that's obviously the same, but that's because that was the same figure. They reuse little bits, but not like Hasbro that just generally are making the same figure, the same 5 figures over and over again and just dressing them and painting them different colours. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. This is about Halloween. So yes, this is my Halloween figures. As I say, I probably have some more somewhere, but this is them for now. So yeah, I'm now going to go and try and get these bad boys to stand back on the shelf that I took them off of. If this, fingers crossed, because some of them can be a little bit pedantic. I do like the paint apps on that. I have to say that one is really, as it stood there, it's screaming out to me how cool that one looks. I really do like that. NECA, you are doing a great job. You've really upped your game. And that's pretty cool as well. Get that focus. There we go. Yeah. So, see if we can get that back in his hand. There we go. So yeah, that's it, guys. I don't know when this video will be out, but it'll be out before Halloween. If I don't get any videos out for Halloween, happy Halloween. Be careful. Don't eat too many sweets. Check your sweets before you eat them, because you never know. There could be like a hand grenade in one of them or something like that. There could be. So, you know, be careful, because there are idiots out there. Yeah, so if you are new here, hit the like, shares and subscribe buttons down there. This channel has, all of these have been reviewed on the channel, so you can go find them. I'll put some links around the video for these. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you all have a great Halloween. Have a fantastic night, and I will see you all. I got my ending wrong. Have a great day, a great night, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye now. I'm going for a lie down. I'm getting tired. I've done like 3 of these videos in a row. It's hard work. Because I've got to take all these figures off the shelves and then I've got to go put them all back again.